How are you?
Yuki, nice to meet you. Yeah, Miss Smart.
So, did they just come today?
I did too. That's awesome. You're from Italy.
I'm 17.
Alexander?
Don't fit right in. Don't fit right in.
All right, you can go ahead and see my mouth.
Perfect. And then put your data on, and you can take a snap. Gracie,
All right, we don't have announcements yet tomorrow. TATU Tourist Day, just remember that. I'm sure lunch will be fantastic. I want to introduce Tracy Wasden from the American Lung Association. Hey guys.
I didn't know that camera.
The homecoming spirit. All right. We also have a couple ladies in the back. I apologize, I can't remember your names. They're also American Lung Association.
Rachel.
And Rachel, okay.
they're testing me out.
That's right. So I'm going to turn the time over. We have a fantastic presentation.
Okay, write your names. Write your names, put them on you nice and big so I can read because I am blind. Thank you. Whoa. Okay, and then you can take a tobacco, you can take a snack and it has a tobacco fact on it. Did you get here?
Oh. What? She's good.
All right, while you guys are doing that, they just emailed me the announcements. So I'm just going to pull it up real quick. Get your name tags on there. Here we go. Jesus, do you feel like being our voice?
Huh?
Could you be our voice, please? Fantastic.
Alright. Lunch today will be sub sandwich, beef tacos, and chipotle rice and beans, salad bars, and soup.
Right, Penny Hawk?
Football, Thursday Jimmy game against Melba, Friday home against Melba. Volleyball, Tuesday home against Gold Valley, 4:45 come and support. Do not mess with the hallways. If any students messes with the hallways decorations, then you will speak with Mr. Little. Sophomore and juniors, Power Puff practice tonight at 6:30. Sophomores. Homecoming, Tuesday, Tacky Tourist. Wednesday, Color Wars. Freshmen's orange, sophomores red, juniors white, seniors black. Thursday is blue and gold day. Homecoming tailgate. Wednesday at 7. Idaho Pizza will be serving $3 a slice and $20 for a whole. Dutch Bros Tuesday the 6th. Dutch Bros will be served at bonfire by parents. $2 hot chocolate, $3 white chocolate. Activities for homecoming. Bonfire is after the volleyball game. Tuesday, the 6th guys volleyball, powder puff, tug of war. On the 7th parade is on Thursday. Dances on Saturday. Come support your volleyball and football and powder puff.
Wait a minute. So, tug of war is after the parade.
Tug of war parade.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Seniors, register for all expense paid overnight campus tour November 7th. See Mr. King, Mrs. King, or Miss Simpson for more detail. Read every other day. Juniors, class meeting at lunch, Lonely's room be there mandatory. Permission for homecoming, you need to have your permission slip and to ride the float on Thursday. Dinner permission slip for the dance. If they want another person, that is due by Wednesday, so you better get it in. Seniors, powder puff practice tonight at 7. Good job to Trinity. She qualified in swimming for 100 backstrokes, 50 free, 20 rally.
Trinity in here?
200 relay. We don't have Trinity in here.
Woo!
When you see her, that's amazing. So she's
That
probably
is
qualified for
amazing.
state in those events.
What? Has curly hair? All right, that's pretty neat.
Seniors, and any seniors that would like a baby picture or a parent letter published in the yearbook must have them turned in to downstairs Sherwin by October 29th. It is $5 for the picture and $5 for the letter. For those of you filling math, that's $10 for both. Please pay Mrs. Gammett. Nikki explains this is not the slideshow. Nikki explains that this is not. Okay.
Sorry.
If you want to wish a friend a happy birthday, send it to announcement to marchingschools.org.
We're done with these. Yeah.
There's a mandatory meeting for football. Meet in room 108, get a ticket, and you get your tray and be there. Morning lifting is canceled for homecoming week and will resume on Monday.
All right.
Lunch, so stop asking. Sub sandwich, beef taco, chipotle rice, bean, salad bar.
Have a great day. All right. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay.
Thanks,
you got it.
Jesus.
You got it.
Okay, did you all get a snack?
Yeah.
Did I run out?
I didn't get one yet.
You didn't get one? Did you?
I was having it.
All right. Okay, those are tobacco facts. So I'm going to start out today by introducing myself. I'm Tracy Wasden. I'm tobacco free because I want to live a long and healthy life and be able to do fun things with my family like bike and hike and four-wheel and do all of that kind of fun stuff. And if I would have known it was camo day, I could have worn some camo, but I didn't know. I could do it tomorrow. I'd be a tacky tourist. That might be pretty bad, huh? Okay, so this program that I'm teaching you today is called TATU, Teens Against Tobacco Use. It's a program where I come in, I teach kids like you about the dangers of tobacco, and then I have you teach it to younger kids. So if I know so much about tobacco, why am I not just going and teaching younger kids myself? Why do I come teach you and have you teach other kids? Yes, because kids look up to you. Yeah, that's very true. Okay, why else would I do that? Why else would I have you teach kids? Yeah, so that they have a good example. These kids around here probably see you at football games, basketball games, dance, music, church. Maybe they're your neighbors. Or just around town, yeah. And do you know why else I come teach kids like you? Because when you teach something, you learn more. And when you teach something, you get committed to it, okay? So this is a program where we're going to go into younger grades and teach the kids the things that I teach you. So when you're done, it's going to be after 4 days. You kids are going to be great. You're going to know everything. You're going to be able to come up here and present. I have 8 different presentations, okay? So today what I want you to do is I want you to put on your thinking cap and I want you to try to store all this information. Because sometimes while you're teaching, kids are going to ask you questions. And I don't answer the questions you do. I should be around and I can help you if you need it, but you're the ones who are teaching kids. Okay? All right, we're going to start right over here. And I want you to stand up. I want you to introduce yourself to me. Tell me something about yourself and read your tobacco fact. Okay? That's how we're going to learn today. Okay? Yes. 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 Okay? Stand up. Yes. Okay? And tell me exactly, what time are we out?
We're out in the long hand, it's like the 6th.
11:43.
43. Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, tell me your name. Whoa, pretty name. And tell me something you like to do.
I like to play volleyball and do hair.
Wow, well, good for you. And what is your tobacco fact?
It says movie studios deliver 220,000 kids a year to the tobacco industry.
Okay, movie studios, thank you, you can sit down. Movie studios deliver kids to tobacco. So do you have that
Yes.
clip that you can show right now? Okay? In 1971, commercials went off of television talking about tobacco, advertising tobacco. This is what I saw every day as a kid, okay? We'll see if it starts. If it doesn't, we'll do something else. I'll let you work with it for a minute and I'll keep talking, okay? All right, so how do movie studios deliver kids to smoking? What's your ideas?
We do their back away.
Advertising? Yes, how else would they? Yeah, your favorite actors and your idols. So maybe you go and you see a good-looking girl, a good-looking guy or something, you're like, wow, look at them smoking. That looks good to me. Maybe I want to do that, okay? Maybe. Think about, as a kid, how many tobacco images you've already seen, okay? Think about Disney movies. Popeye. Is Popeye a bad guy? No, he's not. And he's smoking, right? Yeah. Think of some other movies. Flintstones. We're going to show that here in just a sec, hopefully.
We got it.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney? Yeah, I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them. Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay, how's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smokers. Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should. The Flintstones have been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
So, do you see as a kid, if anybody was my age, that's what we saw every day. Every kid knew that song. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Every kid knew that. Can you believe that was advertisement while we were watching our cartoons? Okay? Yeah, pretty amazing. So, think of some of the Disney movies that you've seen with smoking in them. What movies have you seen that have smoking in them? Bless you. Pocahontas? Okay. Yeah. Smoking. Mm-hmm. What? Fox and the Hound. Okay.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah. Yeah, that had smoking. And usually it's the bad guy, but not always. Okay? In that movie, the guy, when he's composing the music, he's smoking. And most of us don't even remember seeing that, but it's there. Okay? And then think about some other things. What about Sandlot? What do you see in Sandlot? Chew. Yeah. Yeah, they got pretty sick. Okay? So you could see as a kid, you have seen lots of tobacco images by the time that you're this age. Okay? That's how movie studios can deliver kids to smoking. Think about Tom and Jerry, lots in Tom and Jerry, right? Okay, all right, introduce yourself.
Let's stand up.
Yes,
Okay.
because we're gonna be standing up in front of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Jaden.
Jaden,
Do I say something that I like to do or what?
yeah,
I
what
like
do
to
you,
sleep.
that's kind of overrated.
Good for you though.
It is good for you, you do have to sleep, good job, Jaden. Okay,
This thing says more than half of all smokers begin smoking before the age of 14.
more, most people, or quite a few people, more than half, start by the age of 14, okay? That's what is so powerful about this program, is we're going in to teach kids before they get to that age. You know, I started doing something last year. I started teaching kids that already use tobacco in a cessation program to help them quit. And most kids start by then and they wish that they hadn't. Most people who smoke wish that they didn't and have tried to quit. Okay? So hopefully we'll help some people do that. Okay? All right, let's go right here. You like to hunt, you're in a good place. Yeah.
This thing says one can of smokers tobacco contains as much nicotine as 60 cigarettes.
Hey, did you hear that? 1 can of chew contains as much nicotine as 60 cigarettes. Okay? I want you to open up this Tootsie Roll and I want you to start chewing it. Do not swallow, only chew. Okay? Only chew, all right? And we're going to talk about a couple of things. Only chew. Open it up and chew. Okay? So some people think that chewing is safer than smoking. Okay? Yeah, it is not. Okay, are you chewing? Do not swallow. Just chew. Okay? So look at this mouth. It's all pearly white. Would we all like these teeth? Nice and straight. Okay, are you chewing? Do not swallow. What's happening in your mouth? Sticking.
It's kind of melting away.
Yeah. Are you creating a lot of saliva and spit? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Some people say when you use chewing tobacco, it just stays right here. Do you think that's true? It's not. Okay? Okay, swallow. Sometimes people have to swallow when they have chew in their mouth. So it goes down your throat and into your stomach. I was just at a school a couple days ago where the teacher said her dad died from stomach cancer from chewing tobacco. Okay? And look at some of the things that can happen in your mouth when you use chew. What are some things that you see happening?
Tooth decay.
Tooth decay. Yeah. What else?
Wait, ew.
Yeah. The gums are red. Yeah. Yeah. Cancer. Can be cancer down in here. Do you see that? And what about the tongue?
Why would you hold it?
Why would you get a hole in your tongue?
Because it's acidic.
No, because you could have cancer on your tongue. If you had cancer on your tongue, what would happen? You would have to have part of your tongue removed. So I want you to grab your tongue and say, "Hi, how are you?" and see what it sounds like. Hi, how are you? Do you see how it's hard? How it would be hard to talk without part of your tongue? And what would happen if you had cancer down here in your jaw, do you think?
You can chew.
Yeah. You'd have to have part of it removed. Okay? So if you love steak, that might be a little hard, huh? You might have to have a blender or something. Okay? So do you see some of that? What is the average age you think kids first tried chewing in the state of Idaho?
15.
15.
15? 12?
I said 15.
Guess what he said?
Oh, wait, that's good. Like,
Guess what he said?
what did you say?
10. He's right. In the state of Idaho, 10 is the average age that kids first try chewing tobacco. You know, I was in another community like yours a couple of years ago, and I had a third grader raise their hand and tell me his cousin in the second grade chews. Okay? So that's something that we do not want to have happen in our community and in our school. Okay? Chewing is not a safe thing for kids to do. Okay? And like that movie, it can make you very sick. Okay? 1 can of chew has as much nicotine as 60 cigarettes. And you know, people who chew get lots higher doses of nicotine. Okay? Okay? It is not a safe alternative at all. All right? And I wanted to share this picture of a young man that I just found this year. This young man looks like he could be one of my sons. Okay? This kid started chewing when he was 12 years old. And he was a track star. He went to his state track meet and won the state track meet. And this kid died at the age of 19 from chewing tobacco. That doesn't usually happen, but it did here. From starting chewing when he was 12. And he thought it was okay. And he tried to take good care of his body. He tried to eat right, lift weights, do those kinds of things. But that it got him, okay? So that's just one story that we can share with kids, okay? All right. Stand up, introduce yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Jesus, and I like playing video games. And
Okay,
sports.
okay.
It says on here, non-smokers who are exposed to secondhand smoke at home or at work increase their risk of developing lung cancer by 20 to 30%.
Okay, people who are around secondhand smoke have a 20 to 30% chance of developing some diseases. What is secondhand smoke?
It's really something.
You breathe it in when someone's smoking.
Yes, yes. So why is secondhand smoke so dangerous?
Because it's like,
That's more
it's not good for your lungs.
Yes, it has toxins.
It's just like, I don't know.
Well, that's
Because
things
you're
that-
taking it
sorry
like,
to use,
you're taking it in on like other people's
Because it's constant.
And they have a filter, and you do not, okay? Now, the girl here in the last class told me that her family moved here and bought a house from somebody who had smoked, and they had to wash the walls so many times and pull up the carpet, and she said, you cannot believe how dirty and bad it was. I have taken kids like you to a home about the size of this room, and this was many years ago before I even knew what secondhand smoke was, and we scrubbed the walls of this little old house of a little old lady that her husband had smoked for 50 years in there. What color do you think the walls were?
Yellow.
Yellow brown.
Like that color on the board.
No,
it's
like
not.
more this and more brown with it. More like that, like those cupboards, like that. And I didn't realize that I was taking kids into a situation that was probably not safe for them. Okay? So that being around secondhand smoke is not a good thing for kids. So we're going to do a demonstration on that, and you're going to help them learn some of the diseases that you can get from secondhand smoke.
Okay.
Okay? What is third-hand smoke, do you think? No.
I've never heard of third-hand smoke.
Me neither, till a couple years ago. So third-hand smoke is if I was a smoker, I came in here, yes. I came in here, I smoked, and then I took my tobacco and left. There would be cancer-causing carcinogens on the table, on the floor, on the chairs, on the walls, everywhere. Do you see that? So let's say I'm a mom, and I have a baby, and I'm a smoker. And I smoke around the baby's blanket, coats, crib, all of that. And then that baby wraps itself around the blanket Do you see how then they can be exposed to more dangerous chemicals? They can. Okay? So that's second-hand smoke, third-hand smoke. All right? Welcome. Is it your first day?
Yes. My third in Iowa.
Okay. Very young. Introduce yourself to us, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Alessandro. I'm from Italy. And I like to play soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what else.
Neat.
And meet
Okay.
new friends.
Welcome. And meet new friends?
Yes.
Good.
And you could say this. About 9 million packs of cigarettes are consumed by kids under 18 each year.
Okay. How do kids get tobacco if it's not legal?
They pay people to give.
They ask people that are.
They could, yes.
They,
Okay, or they may not, they may have parents that give it to them. Yes,
friend.
yes.
I don't know because my friend used to do it. He would steal them from old bird, already smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. Okay, I have actually seen that happen, but every time I teach a class, kids tell me. So you know how a convenience store or somewhere has a disposal out there with sand in it or whatever that you put, yes, that you put your cigarettes in, your cigarette butts? Kids come by and get it out of there. That's disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen it myself. It does happen. And sometimes older brothers and sisters or people bum it off of, kids can bum it off other people or steal them, okay? So those are, pardon me?
Or just ask.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, just ask, yeah. So those are some ways that kids can get tobacco even though it's not legal, okay? All right, introduce yourself please, and welcome.
I'm Brody Archer.
Tell me your name again?
Brody Archer.
Brody, okay.
And I like to do motocross and work on cars.
Wow, okay, good.
This says internal tobacco industry documents have revealed that the tobacco industry has long targeted 13 and 14-year-old youth.
How do you think tobacco companies would target kids?
Disney,
Pardon me?
Disney.
Maybe, but probably not in Disney. How do you think tobacco companies would target young men, 13 and 14-year-old? What do you think tobacco?
Say it's cool when you can get all the ladies.
Yeah, maybe they would.
Or make them.
Yes, they would lie to you, and yes.
Or make them, or say like make them more mature.
Yes, exactly. More mature, older, yes. Okay, those are some ways. And maybe even make it in kid-friendly flavors. Cherry, those kinds of things, okay? Yes, peppermint, yes, you're right.
I know.
Yes,
Another thing that could have got kids started on smoking, do you remember the candy cigarettes that we always used to have as kids?
what?
They're really good though. They're candy cigarettes. They're really good.
That really makes me mad. Okay, so yes, I agree. So, do you see what this says on it? What does it say right here, Jesus? Machismo. What does that mean? Yeah. If you're 8 and you want to be manly, then why don't you get some of these candy cigarettes? Yes, I got these. You want to know? You guys all know. I got these in Jordan Valley. Yes. So yes, this is the kind of thing that gets kids practicing. Yes. Do you see them? Machismo. You want to be manly and you're 8. Okay? Yes. I don't know. I'm not opening
They're
them
probably
up.
like those white, just like.
And they probably have powdered sugar in them, and you can probably blow them.
They're little thin sticks that they look like
Yeah.
chalk almost.
Yeah,
And they
these are
taste like
bubble gum.
bubble
You're
gum.
right. You're right. Okay? So those are some ways. Okay? Those are some ways. Good job. Okay.
My name's Tyler, and I like to play basketball,
Okay.
football, and the fastest growing sector of smokers in the country is women under the age of 23.
Women under the age of 23 are the fastest growing sector of smokers in this country. Okay? One of my daughters is a labor and delivery nurse. I told her that. Fact. She goes, Mom, you don't have to tell me that. I know it every day when young women come in to have babies and they're smokers. Do you think it's good for you to smoke while you're pregnant and having babies? It is not. It's very dangerous to your body and to your baby. Okay? So now that you know that fact, when you're driving around Marsing or Boise or anywhere, look around and see who's smoking. And you'll see that there's many young women that are smoking. Okay? All right. You're next, please.
My name is Elijah, and I like to draw and play music.
Okay?
And smoking in the movies can more than triple the rate of smoking among adolescents.
Okay, and we talked about that and why that happens. Cool, handsome looking people in the movies. Okay? All right.
I'm Matthew, and I like cross country and track.
Okay? Okay, now, when Matthew, I have something pretty interesting that I bring with me. I have pig lungs. Now, I bet you that Matthew has to use a large capacity of his lungs. And if he was smoking, that would be pretty difficult for him to do. Okay? Okay, go ahead.
And it says there are 60 cancer-causing agents in cigarettes.
Okay, 60 cancer-causing agents in cigarettes. Let's talk about a few of those. Okay, yes, I'm so glad that I wasn't telling you something that you didn't already know. But yeah, the other kids pointed that out, that poster. Okay, so what is this? Yes, antifreeze. If I spill this on my driveway and a cat comes by and laps it up, what happens? Yeah, the cat dies. Tobacco companies put this on tobacco to keep it from drying out. Okay? Here I have bud killer, mice killer, weed killer. Tobacco companies want to grow the biggest and best plants. So they put these kinds of things on, and they do not wash it afterward, okay? What makes this so dangerous? Does anybody know?
Poisonous.
It is arsenic. Arsenic. Have you ever been over to the old penitentiary? There's a woman there that killed 5 husbands with arsenic. Okay. Here is tar. This is a sticky brown substance that's created when tobacco's burned, okay? In your lungs, you'll have these hair-like follicles that when you're outside and pollution comes by or dust or whatever, it cleans out your lungs. But when you smoke, this builds up in your lungs. Have you heard a smoker cough? Have you heard that deep, deep cough? It's because they're trying to get this out of their lungs, this tar. Okay, so that's something else that happens. All right, here is nail polish remover. It contains acetone. Acetone is found in cigarette smoke. Okay, if I had a pile of paper and a pile of tobacco, which would burn faster?
Right.
Paper. Paper would. So tobacco companies have to put on candle wax on the paper, lighter fluid on the tobacco, so that they burn at the same rate. Okay? Yeah, toilet bowl cleaner. This has ammonia in it. Tobacco companies put ammonia in tobacco to get to that hit to your brain faster. 3.5 seconds with ammonia. That's why people smoke, is for that hit. You know how I told you that I started teaching kids that already use tobacco? And do you know what kids tell me all the time? They say, this stuff tastes like crap, although that's not the word they use. They use a lot of other words that I can't even say, okay? And they tell me that. But the reason why they're still smoking is it's addicting. It's that hit to your brain, and you know in the very beginning when you first use tobacco, it makes you feel a little just a little
Higher.
better. Just a little better. And then do you know what kids tell me? They have to smoke just to feel regular. Just to feel regular. They don't get that, oh, so much more anymore. It's just to feel regular. Okay, here we have hair dye. This contains vinegar. Tobacco companies know that tobacco does not taste good, so they have to put vinegar in them to help them to taste better. Yes?
Then why don't they just buy like a jug of vinegar?
Yeah. And I like vinegar. I like vinegar, but that's what tobacco companies do. Here is a PVC pipe. Parts of this are used in the filter of a cigarette, okay? So these are just a few of the chemicals that are found. Here are a couple more. Rubber cement to glue the paper together. This contains cadmium, and that's found around the tobacco plant. So these are a few of the things that you can find in tobacco, okay? All right. Welcome.
Okay, my name is Yuki. I'm from Japan. I like music. I play guitar. Okay.
Wow.
He said about 8.6 million people in the US are suffering from a smoking-related illness.
Okay. 8.6 million people are suffering in this country from smoking-related illnesses. Now, I want to ask you too, do a lot of kids smoke in Japan and in Italy?
If the Italian kids smoke just cigarettes, we are good.
There you go. All right.
No, nobody.
Nobody? Nobody, yeah. But in Italy, a lot more people do smoke.
Do you see these?
Yes,
These
Yeah.
are more used than these in Italy.
yeah, yeah. Okay, next.
My name's Lexi, and I like to ride horses, and the health effects of tobacco begin immediately. Every cigarette delivers over 4,000 chemicals to every body part of your body, so there is no safe level of use.
Okay, there is no safe level of use. And so it goes throughout your body, all right?
My name is Elsa, and I like to do sports.
I like your